What's good, guys? This is Carlos, the Colombian guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. And today, guys, I would like to bring you the updates and a little bit of information about Medellin, around Medellin, fellas. Because unfortunately, there has been captured another foreign involved in crimes against minor, fellas. What a shame. And before you guys say something, let me just tell you, hey, this guy is not from America, because like they've been blaming a lot of Americans, for to be involved around crimes against minor, all of that. But in this case, no, the person is not from America. The guy is from Europe, originally from Germany, fellas. So stay with me, because beside this news, I also got more updates for you about Medellin, fellas. So stay with me here, and you won't lose any details about that, fellas. And let me read just the history to you guys. So this history is said like that, and of course, I will share what I think, about all these situations and all of that. So let's just start with this, fellas. And a German citizens abused girls in Antioquia. The man of Turkish origin was captured in Europe. The suspect used a modeling agency as a front to attract his victims and later committed sexual abuse. In a joint operation between the Basic Criminal Investigation Unit of Children and Teenagers, the Technical Investigation Corps (CTI), an individual of Turkish German nationality, known his name as Mustafa Meseh, was captured. The 53-year-old foreigner was arrested by the Commission of Sexual Intercourse Against Minors, whom he also induced into the prostitution in the area of Apartado, located in the Urabá area of Antioquia. Meseh's arrest was the result of an agile police and judicial action that took only 8 days from when the key information was received. One of the victims, who the European tried to recruit for sexual commission and sexual abuse, according to the authorities, the minor who rejected to Meseh's sexual proposal, decided to inform to the authorities about the legal activities that the detained was participating, and the authorities immediately followed up the case. In the middle of the operation, German movements were tracked and serious procedure was carried out and his residence, where they found enough evidence material to make the capture. This is how he seduced his victim. The authorities announced that the Turkish German contacted his victims through social media networks to offer them opportunities to work with his modeling agency, and when he gained their trust, he gave them gifts such as a cell phone that they would agree to his claims. Through social media networks, he also offered cell phones at a very low price. This minor age of 13 and 14 were taken to an apartment in the area of Apartado to induce them to have sexual relations with the subject, say Andres Felipe Castañeda, Sectional Head of Protection and Special Service of Urabá. When the minors agreed to have the sexual relations with Mustafa Meseh, he gave them small amounts of money, like between 50 pesos and 150 pesos. During the search of Meseh's house, the authorities found five cell phones and a hard drive in which he would keep the sexual material of his victims, a GoPro camera, and a camera for surveillance, 1,100,000 pesos and 1,800 euros. The aforementioned criminal was placed to the disposal of prosecutor office and prosecutor for the crimes and commercial sexual exploitation or a 14-year-old person, child pornography, and sexual acts with a minor under 14 years old, fellas. So, fellas, every time I read this type of news and all of that, I just ask myself why these people, they had to be touching minor in Colombians, where you have a lot of women that they would be agreed to do kind of almost anything you want, talking about in the bed, all of that, almost anything you want, because if you got money, I mean, you can do that. So, you know, like, they don't really have to be touching, like, minors or like that. I wonder myself, like, what they're feeling, you know, like, what those people feeling, you know, when they do that, you know, what the big thing, you know, feeling with they, you know, with they getting, you know, when they getting forced to do something that they don't want. Like, this is just fucking crazy, because, you know, I can see like it's a member of my family or something, you know, going through that situation, and this is just, you know, driving me crazy, all of that. But I hope, you know, this guy paid for what he did, and, you know, like, that's all, you know, that's all is about to happen for him. Fellas, also, you know, like, the government has said, they have been clarifying, like, they already clarified, like, any foreigners that commit crimes against minors in Colombia, they have to pay over here. They won't extradite nobody. So forget about, you know, forget about that. Like, if you think, like, you know, you're gonna be extradited to your country, none of that, you know, that's not possible. You know, you gotta pay here in Colombia for what you did. Let me just tell you, like, the jail here, you know, the prison, I know, like, in a say, like, in Europe, nine out of that, they might send you, don't you think, like, they might send you to a nice Airbnb, you know, 5-star hotels, nine out of that, because that's not going to happen. They will send you, like, to the place that even the rats will feel, like, so ashamed to be there, all of that, because this place, actually, you know, they are very nasty, and they put a lot of people just in one room. So it's gonna be crowded, everybody and their mama, one toilet for 100 people. So you're about to have, like, a hard time. So, you know, don't even think twice that, you know, like, should be good to do that here or anywhere in the world. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing against, you know, guys that travel here, you know, to have a good time. For the girls, none of that, because, you know, they've been working for the money. So, you know, like, nobody should tell them what they had to do with the money. You know what I mean? But I do have something against the guys that travel here to touch the minor, because, like, minors, you know, doesn't deserve to be touched. And fellas, this is not only affecting, you know, this person, you know, this fucking crazy guys that, you know, that they've been abusing the minors, none of that, you know, this is only affecting the victims, you know, the family of the victims, and it's also affecting guys that I know they trying to, you know, trying to get, like, a Colombian woman, you know, married with a Colombian woman, all of that. It's also affecting them, because Colombians believe everything what they hear, you know, like, and they like to confirm things before even they know that, you know, like, because, like, which means, like, you know, Colombians, they are very attached to their culture, and like women can refuse to even, like, date a foreign man just because what they hear about them, what they've been hearing about them, the reputation, the environment, you know, like, Americans, Europeans, you know, especially Americans, you know, like, they've been creating in Colombia, some of them, because I know, like, there is some guys that, you know, like, you know, that they just come here, you know, to have fun, you know, then get back to a stage, you know, get back to the reality, all of that. So, but, you know, there is some others, you know, like this one, that they've been touching the minors, you know, all of that. So, like, you know, like, they've been affecting this one, that they're really trying to hook up, you know, they're really trying to get a Colombian woman. They've been in love with Colombian woman. And I get that, because, you know, like, Colombian women, you know, like, they very nice, you know, they are, you know, they are very they women, you know, that they are attached to the home, all of that, you know, they're very attached to the culture. So, you know, I get that, you know, this is only, you know, it's gonna affect them, because, like I said, like, the women can reject to even date someone from states from Europe, just because what they've been hearing, the environment, like, that they've been creating here. It's like they only talk here for pussy, you know. Let me just speak facts, you know, get high, you know. They only talk here for pussy, sexual tourism, you know, drugs, all of that. So some of them, like, you know, like, they don't think, like, there is some guys that all of these guys, they only talk here for sex. And they actually, like, they are not trying to, like, date, you know, they don't trying to, you know, date somebody serious and stuff like that. So they won't feel like they don't want to lose their time, you know, and especially if it's the family behind them, because the family could be telling, oh, you know, these guys, you know, all these gringos, they only come here for pussy, for sexual tourism, for drugs, so they don't want nothing serious, don't date these guys. And they will do that because, you know, majority of them, like I said, they're very attached to the family, and they can end a relationship just because the family don't like the person. That's how you know, how serious this could be, you know what I mean, fellas? And again, like I mean, like, hey, you don't have to be, you know, touching like Smeanors, nana, or that. Like, there is so many beautiful women, grown ass women, like, you know, like they can do almost anything if you got the gram, you know, if you got the bread. So, fellas, also, you know what made me really surprised? What really made me surprised is like this guy. This wasn't this like didn't even happen like in Medellin. It happened like 3 hours, like 4 hours from Medellin. So it means like, you know, they're now trying to be like a hunter, you know, like go to the towns, go to the beach, go to the jungle, go to the small community, like all of that, just, you know, trying to find girls, you know, and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, thank God, like they police captured them before the community know, because that could be like even worse for that guy, because my money's from there. My family's from there, from that town, you know, Apartado. So things over there can get crazy with locals, you know, with this machetes, all of that. Thank God, you know, things end like that, and I hope, you know, this guy pay for what he did. It's the same thing, you know, like you know, like I kind of I get happy, but I don't wish nothing bad to all these people. Like they been unalive in foreign, but I just wanted to pay for what they did. I don't wish nothing bad for their life, because where you wish to other people, this is what the same thing, you know, can back to your life. Like I said, guys, you know, like, hey, I hope, you know, like people, you know, stop doing this, because, you know, they creating a crazy environment, you know, like bad reputation in Colombia, like us, you know, Colombians, you know, like when we trying to travel like outside of Colombia, they think like, you know, we only going there for drugs, you know, stuff like that, because unfortunately our side history that we have, fellas, and, you know, it's nothing that we can do about that, but, you know, we just trying to, you know, kind of do like, you know, better things for our country, you know, all of that. But unfortunately, we had to deal with that for some people. Like, they already messed up the game for us, fellas. So hey, fellas, another feedback, another updates that I want to give it to y'all guys, and is, hey, you know, like lately, like they've been talking a lot of things like about, oh, they're gonna prohibit, you know, like Airbnb, Medellin, all of that, fellas. And the government also proposed to them, like, hey, the government was like, hey, you know, you guys should put like cameras, you know, in the house, you know, all of that, in the apartments, you know, all of that. And Airbnb has prohibits to the, you know, to the host, to the owners of the apartment, or the guys that manage apartments that had the Airbnb, the house, you know, all of that, or any property they had on Airbnb, they have prohibits to set up cameras inside of the building, inside of the house, inside of the apartment, you know, all of that. So the ones that has the cameras, you know, it's because they want, but it's not because, you know, like the government, you know, forced them to do, because the government told Airbnb that, hey, should be good for you guys, you know, to gave us a hand, you know, said, you know, cameras over there, so, you know, we can discover, you know, the people that are behind all this shit, all of that, and it's gonna be like more like easy work for us. So apparently Airbnb, they act like they're trying to help the government, but if the government asks them to set it up some cameras even outside of the building, just to recognize the person that are coming in or something, or like in the door of the apartment or something, so they can recognize, you know, who is good, who is coming in, who is getting out, all of that, so, you know, they can have a control on that. So apparently, you know, Airbnb, they don't want to do that. They told the host, the owner of the apartment, whoever has the apartment on Airbnb, like I say, don't set it out cameras in the apartment. And I get that, because the idea to book an Airbnb, well, my idea, you know, saying an Airbnb is to have the same privacy that I have at home. But now, you know, like this is not about privacy, fellas. This is also about safety, you know, like I know, you know, people trying to book Airbnb just to stay, like, you know, have the privacy, all of that, bring everybody and their mama to the apartment, you know, majority of guys, you know, all of that. Some of them, they don't, but, you know, there is some, you know, I bring everybody and the mama. So, yeah, you know, it's about to have control. You know, at this point, like, I don't care about privacy. You know, I wouldn't care about privacy. I wouldn't care about safety. I'm not getting set up, not getting dropped, And if worse is the case, no die over, you know, over a wallet, over a few $100, you know, over a phone, over none of that. No, you know, I just want to be safe and have a great time. So apparently Airbnb has said no to that. I don't know how they try to help the government, but I know Airbnb should help the Medellin government, the government from Medellin. So far they only been getting help, like, you know, kind of like from Tinder a little bit. and from the United States government that, that they've been in town, they often then say, like, oh, yeah, let's go, let's jump in that game, and then, we gotta arrest, the people behind this, the person behind all of this, fellas. So guys, hey, I was trying to do like this video yesterday, but I was fucking busy. I was busy like the majority of the day, yesterday. And yeah, but I got you, I brought the video today, guys. I hope you guys like my video, fellas. I hope you guys like this. Thanks for the support. Thanks for everything, fellas. Thanks a lot. That's all I can say to you guys. And also, let me remind you, like, hey, when I was reading, so let me tell you, like, hey, English is not my native language, so maybe I can make some mistake in English. I hope you guys understand that part. I'm born and raised in Cartagena, Colombia, so in Colombia, my first language is Spanish, but I'm trying to do my best to read in English, and all of that, fellas. So hey, if any day, any time, any minute, any second, any moment, any year, you guys coming to Cartagena, Colombia, don't forget to hit me up. I own a tour company. We offer tours like Volcano, Palenque, private boats, private yachts, all of that tours, everything, I got you, if you need somebody that take you to the restaurant, clubs, like place, rooftop, all of that, I got you with that, I got you, I can translate, back and forth, all of that, so I got you, with that. I know the best tour guy, there is a lot of great and amazing tour guys in the city. Even if you guys don't book with me, I'll be happy if you guys book with somebody from my community, from my city, fellas. So hey, also I will drop on my PayPal information if you guys want to show me some love, just go ahead, but I'm not begging for money, let me be real, let me speak the truth, and also, I'm good, I'm not begging for nothing. I make good decent money to live in Colombia, so I'm not begging for nothing. Don't get it twisted, fellas. So guys, that's what's all for today. I'm gonna let you go now. I hope you guys like this, fellas, and see you next time. This is Carlos, the Colombian guy. Boom.